The Senate Agriculture Committee released Monday a draft of its part of a digital assets market structure bill that could guide the future of the crypto industry in the US. So the government is opening back up. People are already getting back to work. And the ones who got paid big by cryptocurrency are head down writing bills to make sure that this whole industry moves forward. And as Trump says, to make crypto the leader in the whole world. And here's the second bullet point. Their draft includes a provision that will give favorable regulatory status to tokens such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. So remember, they're pushing Bitcoin for treasury assets, and now Ethereum is also being pushed for treasury assets. So they were going to focus on the big dogs, obviously, first. And the third bullet point, the text also calls for the CFTC to have more control over regulating the crypto industry. That's the Commission for Futures and Trading Commodities. And then the final point here, clear guidelines on regulating decentralized finance are largely absent from lawmakers' draft. So after they figure out what's the security, what's not security, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. Then they already have figured out the stablecoin part of this whole deal. And then the next two phases will be the real world assets. And then finally, decentralized finance. All right. And the next big story here is the SEC chair, Paul Atkins, outlines plans for crypto token classification. Remember, if you've been in crypto for a while, we've been dealing with Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler, Elizabeth Warren, they were not friendly with crypto, caused a big problem for what's security, what's not a security, and they did not make it clear. He's out of here. We have Paul Atkins. Paul Atkins is working towards the overall goal. All right, now let's get to some non-US government headlines and talk about some of the big dogs out here. SUI deploys USD SUI stablecoin for on-chain commerce. So US dollar tokenization, that Clarity Act that passed recently, this is why everyone's focused on dropping a stablecoin that is backed by treasury assets, that is backed by US dollars. So if you're big on SUI, let me know what you think about the USD SUI. And Polymarket to become exclusive partner for Yahoo Finance. This is a big deal. Polymarket is obviously the largest predictions market, right? I'll call it gambling or betting market, crypto. So Polymarket partnering with Yahoo Finance, big corporation partnering with Polymarket. It's good news. And I'm wondering if we're going to get a Poly token dropping anytime soon. Y'all let me know if y'all got any alpha on that. And then finally, let's talk about the big dog, the big exchange in the United States. That's Coinbase. Coinbase seeks legal sanctuary in Texas amid Delaware drift. So usually big corporations incorporate their company in Delaware for tax reasons and to, have more legal protections. Now Coinbase is talking about getting out of Delaware and heading to Texas. Texas has been attracting a lot of companies away from California, away from Delaware, away from New York and whatnot. They're moving down south, where the government down there has been making it easier for companies to pay less taxes and to make sure that they are making money. So let's close some of this out here and then dive a little bit deeper into Coinbase before we head to our main coin of today. Finally, so we're supercharging token sales. Coinbase One members can now request up to 5x more tokens. Get ready for Monad's sale next week and future token sales. Fund your wallet with USDC and earn a bonus 3% back in Bitcoin. So rumor is that Coinbase is facilitating a new launch called Base. This is the Base token. They mentioned it. Not a clear roadmap yet, but if they're talking about it, they're doing drops like Monad. They have the integration with Aerodrome. This is all signs leading to the base token drop, which is ticker symbol BASE. And if that drops, you know it's going to be fully integrated into the Coinbase ecosystem. So we got to keep our eyes peeled.
Passive income, gold in my dental, thank God for my mental. Investor fundamentals, told my girl it was simple.